This video has costed me $20. I had to buy the Devilmons package because I had no Devilmons enough to get Cassandra's skill unlocked. What I want to see during this video, during this test, is how much of improvement unlocking Cassandra's third skill, 3-star skill really is. If you look at my fight, currently I'm stuck at 2429 stage. I'm lacking a little bit of damage. Some of my heroes still die because the boss does quite a bit of damage. So I'm very close to moving to the next stage, but sometimes I'm missing a little bit of damage. As you can see, this time around, I'm really lucky and I can pass through. So let's wait till we fail, and then we'll be able to see how good we are, how good this is. So what it does, first of all, is at the start of the battle, we will be able to cast our ultimate, which will deal a lot of damage and increase crit rate of our heroes. So this is why it's very important to have that skill, and I believe it's more important than have that than to get Sabrina's 5 skill, but the attack speed buff is still really good. So let's have a look. Okay, we're winning. I'll wait till we fail. Took a while, but we finally got blocked. Remember, this is a little bit RNG as well, so these test results will not be ideal, as there's not a target dummy that we can test against, and also it depends which heroes die at which time. But look at this, we're playing against Dupa, which is quite tanky enemy, so usually you will time out unless you have a good damage, good DPS, and this is the team I'm using currently. And as you can see, I'm very close. We finished this at like 5%, but we failed. Let's do it one more time. I've done it a few times before, but I'm very close to passing it, so it might not be ideal test to stage, but luckily the Dupa is basically the target that we want, a rather tanky enemy that will allow us to test the burst potential, right? Because remember, now we will have an access to instant crit rate upgrade, which will increase the damage of all our heroes and also let them trigger their crit damage skill. Okay, so we failed here. As you can see, the closest was 5%. However, there's another one that we can test. So if we go here and deploy, we can remove everyone and just put in Cassandra and Sabrina, for example, clear the formation and do the practice, and we'll be able to see how much damage those two heroes can do. So that was like 63,000. Let's do a few more times because they are quite random as well. Let's see, 60,000. So we're in the 60,000 area. That's fine. Okay, so now remember, Devilmons, quite hard to get. Hopefully, I will not waste them. Hopefully, this is a good buff to have. So let's go with it. Okay, we awaken, and now her cooldown changes. So since we've done this fight first, let's have a look how this changes. Have a look here that their bars should be full at the start, so we should have crit rate, and I believe if you press here, we will be able to see that the buffs were applied. Okay, now it takes 10 seconds to generate, and there we go. Again, we got the buffs. By the time the buffs run out, we should be at least halfway through. So yeah, let's see if this was a good test or not really, because they will die at the same time. Yeah, I think that's what happened here. Didn't increase. Well, 67. Okay, so let's try one more time with this faster. With basically a skip and see what happens here. Obviously, this is a smaller sample because we don't have that many heroes, but yeah, we're at 62,000. Okay, now let's try this. Okay, let's try the proper formation here and see what happens. Everything is the same as it was before we get that skill, and we could see that she casted this ultimate now. Both of them did, and also remember, I'm using a hero that grants us cooldown reduction. So hopefully we will be able to pass this stage. But yeah, remember, it's quite costly to get this Devilmons, and it again depends who's dying. If the monkey dies before he applies the defense down, then we're in a bad shape. So the previously best was at 5%. Now we get to 2% down. So a little bit better, but yeah, look at that. They have full energy basically, and they're casting their ultimates. So it works, but it's not as impactful as I thought it would be. But again, this may be due to bad RNG. Last time the monkey died. Now, if she wasn't able to apply another defense down, that's quite important. That's quite crucial to have that defense down before the monkey dies, because it's huge. But yeah, we definitely are looking better. As you can see, we're at this 5%, 10% rather than 20. That was RNG. I'm gonna try it a few more times to see what really happens if we are really close to passing. But once again, spending $20 to get to that point is not worth it. I hope they will introduce more ways of getting these Devilmons, because currently we can only get them through like events and the guild login basically, because there's no guild content at the moment. But yeah, definitely our average is looking better. We're way closer to passing this damage check stage than we were previously. So a few more updates and I will be able to pass it. But yeah, I mean, I think that upgrading this to 3-star wasn't a mistake. This definitely will help. Next step is seeing how much of a boost this skill is for Sabrina, but this will be costly. Again, there's no other way. Oh, we're gonna pass the stage now. We were more lucky. The monkey managed to survive more often. So yay, there we go. Once again, guys, if you want me to do some of those tests, you can help me out by subscribing to my channel or joining the membership as well. You can also join me on the Discord and we'll be able to talk about what we should test next and see what could be a good improvement. I got a few videos recorded already and I will release them soon. They will help you to progress faster. And once again, thank you all for watching. Stay safe. Bye.